Thank you, Sam. And every week here on Jaguars All Access, you can get to know some of your favorite players a little bit better off the field with some of your questions from social media. Now, when you went to Clemson, you started off as a fullback, then they moved you to the defensive line, then you moved from the defensive line to the offensive line. So which one was your favorite position?
Well, I got to say, I really enjoyed running the football in high school. I knew that wasn't going to last long, especially hanging out in places like this. That's how I just kept gaining weight, and they just kept moving me down the line. But I definitely enjoyed playing, fullback. But I really enjoy the offensive line as well. It's got me where I am today, so can't hate it.
Now, offensive line, you obviously go against a lot of tough competition every Sunday. But who's been the toughest defensive lineman that you've had to deal with so far?
Well, honestly, they're all tough. It's the NFL. This isn't. You're not going to have your ups and downs like you might have, in college. But the guys last week, Joseph was a great player, very strong. But I don't want to take anything away from any of the other guys I've faced. I've only played against Baltimore as well, and Jernigan and all those guys were real good too.
And also off the field, you like to fish a little bit. So what's been your favorite spot to fish here in Jacksonville?
Well, I'm a big bass fisherman. I grew up on the western part of North Carolina, so I didn't do a whole lot of saltwater. So I really like to enjoy bass fishing around here. I can't tell you my secret spots because then everybody be hitting them up. But
you have some fans who may want to join you.
Well, they can join me, but I just can't tell everybody where my spots are. But I also enjoy saltwater fishing too. Since I've gotten here, I've met a couple guys that do some saltwater fishing. I've kind of been introduced to that and learned a lot about it too. But I love it, man. Anytime I'm on the water, I'm having a good time.
And obviously, we've got to talk about this beard. And I didn't get to this point overnight, so walk me through your process of how you got your beard to where it is now.
Well, it's like I was telling him earlier. I had it in college, and I kept it pretty trimmed. Once it started getting a little bit longer, it kind of drove me crazy at first. But then somebody was telling me, like, dude, just let it go. It'll get better. And so I fought through it. Last year, I did for November. I didn't touch it. I mean, it got pretty wild last year towards the end of November, and I just let it keep growing. Then I started trimming it up and got the shape to it, and I make sure I keep it clean, brush it, once a day at least, and then put some oils and stuff in it just to keep it shining. So
nice.
There's a lot that goes into it.
Yeah, I'm kind of jealous because my job made me cut my beard off, but luckily you can.
That's really unfortunate.